Someone in chat is saying that my audio is loud.
Yeah, you are kind of a bit loud.
Yeah, let me fix this.
Alright, we are starting. Now we'll see probably Solski go down to Lower Norfair. Or not Lower Norfair, Blue Brimstar. And Maniacal heading into Link to the Past. And Anatomy and Sloaters will probably split the work as well.
Yeah, we got Antinomy and Solski both going down the main shaft here, headed down to Blue Brimstar.
Blue Brimstar usually has some really good items. You know, I've seen lamp gloves, morph bomb on the lead or on the island in Lake Hyrule.
The morph ball bombs or the morph ball?
The morph ball. So mirror is required.
Didn't that happen on the hard mode seed? Wasn't morph ball on that island?
Yes. The hard mode seed. Yeah, the hard mode seed we commentated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a piece of heart in the energy tank, and Solski's resetting.
Is Antinomy not gonna reset? Guess not.
I would.
I mean, they're gonna be going through there anyway.
Ooh, bomb on the treetop pool and a piece of heart on Lumberjack.
So far, Agonim's not required at the very least to get that item. But if they don't find Mirror or Moon Pearl anywhere, they might need it to get whatever item might be on Pyramid.
Aga still could be required to get into Dark World. So Aga's not dead yet. Like, the Moon Pearl could be on Pyramid. Just saying.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. I always gotta love when guards act like ninjas and just pop out of a bush.
Mm-hmm. I've had that happen quite a few times. No, I don't know right offhand the different tiers of tree pool. And I should know this information, but I do not. But I know different trees have a different tier of pool.
Yeah, I think they're all just different from each other, because like there's the one that's close to Lost Woods, and there's one that's in the courtyard with Hyrule Field, or not Hyrule Field, Hyrule Castle. And I can't think of too many other places where you can just yank on the tree and get items.
Oh, we got Blind's Hut check. Just some missiles so far. Ooh, our first sword.
That'll be
and
handy.
A cape. Uh-oh, it's looking like Agaseed and a fairy and a boodle. It's looking like an Agaseed. And Sloaters didn't have any bombs to get into the back of Blind's Hut like Maniacal did.
I don't think he got anything out of the back there anyway.
Yeah. Solski and Eastern. Gonna check this area.
Now, is he gonna dip into Eastern or just see what's in Nagina's hut here?
Agina.
No, not Agina. Sahasrara.
Yeah. Ooh, Fire Rod in his garage and a book. So desert is open.
But is desert required?
And they can get into the desert and a hammer. So we can get and finish desert right now. So that's always a good sign.
Provided that progression is unlocked behind boots.
Yeah.
They could certainly get into Desert Palace, and provided that something's useless on the torch, like, say, like a map or something, then they can get through. But they'll also need a fire source to get to the boss, by which, you know, they found the fire rod, so that's more than enough.
And just power bombs in the dam and an energy tank in the chest.
And also, as
Yeah.
scientists pointed out,
Maniacal found the gloves in the well.
oh, he did?
Yes.
Huh.
So, Team Bootless does know where the gloves are, at least. And I missed what was on the top of library.
I don't think there was anything at library.
Sick kid check. And it's just another bottle. You get a bottle for a bottle?
Hey, that's a cool bottle. Mine's cooler. It has a bee in it.
Mm-hmm. Spring ball inside of the bar.
Do they already have, like, 4 bottles at this point?
Mm-hmm. And Solski about to pick up his power glove. Maniacal has the spring ball. And there's the gloves for Solski, so...
As well as hammer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Maniacal and Solski both have the hammer. So that's good. 2/3 Dark World access. And Anatomy getting his gloves and hammer. Antinomy. I think so.
There's also the fact that hammer will grant access to Eastern Death Mountain once they get the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
So far we found quite a number of good items. No morph ball just yet, since that's on the island and we'll need the mirror for that.
Mm-hmm. Now, Sloaters and Antinomy have been bomb deprived for a while.
And to answer Chin Mango's question, these matches, given that this is a co-op race, it goes a little faster than the free-for-all one, so it's somewhere between 2.5 to 3 hours. Somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm. And Solski checking the back of Escape. And Sloater's heading to the well to get his gloves and hammer.
Given there was a key there, that means there's something at cross.
Mm-hmm. And all these runners are skilled in dark rooms, so going to the cross.
Plus, he has fire rod too, so he can light torches if needed.
Mm-hmm. And Maniacal heading to Mini Moldworm Cave, and Anatomy and Sloaters are finishing up their Kakariko checks.
Interestingly, that Maniacal is opting to use his sword rather than bombs, but I guess he's just saving them.
Mm-hmm. And Solski got something in the dark, so... Alright, power bombs. Missiles, 50. Rubies, and a missile. And Solski taking a death. But fairy and a boodle. I bet he forgot about that fairy.
But it's like, might as well put that bee to use. Get rid of all those pesky snakes. Or ropes, as the game calls them.
And a burrito inside a crossroads. Maniacal heading up to Ice Rod Cave. Sloater's gonna check his race game and just find out it's a little bit of love.
Never a bad thing this early on in the game, but it's also just like, we just need progressive items right now.
Mm-hmm.
We need some direction.
Yeah, there's really hasn't been that much direction. Ice Rod Cave. Zora could be having something of value.
Yeah, there's another possibility, though. They'll need to grind for rupees, and I don't think anyone's gonna do that, given the track record of Zora giving just crap items.
That is true. Zora is a very famous scam artist. And Slaughter's now heading to Solasura. Gonna get his fire rod out of the back of his garage.
Given these items we found so far, suffice to say, it would probably be best to
go into desert. And I think that's where Solski's heading. Solski's heading to desert.
Yeah, because I don't think any of them want to try going after Aghanim just yet.
That doesn't sound fun. And Moon Pearl.
Moon Pearl on the ledge.
Yeah, he's going for that. And we're gonna find out if desert's boots locked. If it isn't boots locked, he can finish up desert and get, you know, something. I don't know if it's a pendant.
It is a pendant. Someone clarified that it was a pendant.
Was it the green pendant?
Because, like, Desert Palace, I think it's just a normal pendant. Don't know what Hera is.
It isn't boots locked, but progression could be on the torch. Just gotta hope it isn't. And Slaughter's checking Agina's cave. And it is boots locked.
At least for 2 of the items.
And boots right outside.
Oh
man. Boots right outside of Agina's. And autonomy, fake flippering.
The sad thing is, Solski doesn't have bombs.
Yeah.
So even if he went to Agina's cave, he couldn't get into the back of that.
I feel the feels bad for Solski right now. Oh man. I think did he go outside and steal a key?
I don't know.
I think he stole a key. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Although, like, Slaughter's a little bit farther than Solski here. He does not have a fire source, but I don't think he'll need it. Unless the boss holds anything.
And Maniacal picking up his fire rod.
But at the very least, Solski can pick up the Moon Pearl here.
Yeah, the Moon Pearl is a great valuable item for them.
So now they have Dark World access without the need of Aghanim.
So Aga is now dead, chat. Wah wah wah. And we're ooh, Slaughter's taking a death.
Solski stole a key.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. Desert's a pendant. Oh, I missed the 2 items in the back for Sloaters.
One of them's an E-tank. I didn't see what the first one was.
Well, we'll find out.
At the very least, Maniacal's going to be going to Aghanis Cave, and he'll tell Solski, hey, boots are here.
Yeah, but I don't have any bombs. I could hear the argument right now through the trench. Even though I cannot hear them whatsoever, I could hear them through chat just saying, hey, I don't have any bombs, dude. And it's a compass, so Lan Moas has a key. Not a key, but an item.
Because we've already found map and compass.
No, wait. There's only 3 items in desert. Am I right?
Yeah, just 3 items in desert.
Yeah, Lan Moas has that item. I think Solski's heading. Oh, Solski doesn't have any bombs. He's probably making the play to a hype cave, but he doesn't have any bombs.
You can just go to the shack and buy some.
Yeah, there's only 2 items in desert. I was thinking there was 2 items.
We had a map check there for a second in Dark World. I saw that Skull Woods was a pendant. Tower of Hera is a pendant too, but it's green pendant.
Mm-hmm.
So that means everything else is a crystal. Though I don't know which of the dungeons are a 5/6. Okay, and I think someone had pointed out that they believed Thieves Town and Swamp Palace are the 5/6.
Mm-hmm.
Or Ice Thieves and Ice Town. Or Ice Palace. Maniacal getting the shield. So he checked out Bonk Cave and that had a shield.
Ooh, charge beam and big chest. And Sloater's heading towards Lane Moas.
So at the very least we can see what these freaking worms have.
And Solski going to go get his boots.
It is kind of an out-of-way spot to get the boots, but it is well worth it.
Oh yeah. Solski getting his boots.
And Sloater's sending the bee out on Lamolus, but it looks like it does nothing.
Let's see.
Oh, Sloater's taking a death on Lamolus. And Enemy got all he needed out of Eastern Palace, and thankfully didn't take a death just trying to get to that item.
Mm-hmm. And Antinomy did get the charge beam out of Eastern Palace. So
it looks like Maniacal's taking a dip into Skull Woods.
yeah, he's been dipping, and I missed a few of the other items. Solski gonna check the bridge.
The hobo under the bridge.
This item was checked. I can't remember what it was. Oh, $20. That's why.
Steal that hobo's money.
Yeah.
Since Solski has Moon Pearl here, he can check out the Wishing Cave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Waterfall Wishing is open to him. And Sloaters is heading into...
Looks like somewhere along the way, Solski found the Ice Rod.
Yeah, I missed it. And Skull is a pendant. That was our last pendant. And 5/6 crystals are Ice and Thieves Town. And the rest are crystals.
Yep. I guess it's a good thing Solski has found the Fire and Ice Rods already.
I really wish I knew where it was.
Ice was in Hype Cave.
Ah, I missed Hype. So that's a lot of hype. That's a lot of hype for Hype Cave.
Inside the Waterfall Cave is just missiles and some love.
He could check what's on Zora's Ledge, and he's tossing in his boodle to get something useful, maybe. And a bee.
Battlefield, money saved.
Mm-hmm. It would be really nice if they were able to check pedestal right now.
Maniacal might do that, given his location.
He doesn't have the mirror.
Oh, that's right. And also, he'd have the Moon Pearl if he's in here.
Yeah, he does have the Moon Pearl. Let's see here. Sloaters has the Moon Pearl as well. And Sloaters is going to check, our good old friend Stumpy, just for some supers.
Never a bad thing. Looks like Solski's gonna farm for a little bit of money here. Is he farming up to go check King Zora?
I think he might be. And yeah, there's the ice rod, some 5 bombs, and 20 bucks, and a big heart in the hype cave. So 5 out of, I give it a half hype. Let's see. Ooh, Maniacal's on the Moth.
I guess fun. Maniacal is gonna fight Mothula.
Oh, there's an item on him, I think.
It's a bit of a scary fight for him, though. 4 hearts, green tunic, fire sword, and hardly any magic left.
Mm-hmm. Sloater's heading towards the pyramid to see if it's worth anything.
Oh, he got bonked by the moth. If he touches that moth again, oh.
And just missiles on pyramid.
An attempt was made. That is all we need to learn from this.
Sloater's heading, I think, towards Catfish. Ooh, and taking a death.
So yeah, imagine Solski's gonna head over to Eastern, get that place cleared out. Maniacal's gonna be staying here in the Dark World, see if he can't find anything else to loot here. Probably gonna be heading down to Village of Outcasts and try to get stuff there.
Sloater's checking Bonk Rocks, which is a good check because I don't think anybody else has checked it, and it's just our first shield.
Actually, Maniacal checked it earlier.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah, because he has a shield too.
Oh. Neat. And Anatomy picking up his Moon Pearl.
With some love in the Sea House, Maniacal going to check the bombable hut. What is in here?
5 arrows.
Arrow capacity.
Ooh, red orang for Solski.
Not as good as the bloomerang, but still useful.
I think Sloaters is heading into Pod.
Maniacal's in Thievestown.
And Sloaters is heading towards Pod. Autonomy is probably going to go into Pod or Skullwoods, one of the two. Solski picking up his charge beam.
Nothing too interesting in Thieves Town just yet.
Ooh, grapple beam.
Seems I spoke too soon. So while we don't have space jump, we do have grapple beam now, so
Yeah, but
once they get Morph Ball, they'll have access to wrecked ship.
Yep. Sloater's checking his mini Moldorm cave. So where do you think they're gonna find the biggest progression right now?
That is a good question. They have a lot of locations up and up to them now, but Maniacal might find something useful here in Thieves Town.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, he did find grapple beam. Though there could also be something else here too.
Sloaters is fake flippering. And then
if flippers were on blind, that would give them access to Swamp Palace. They wouldn't be able to finish it, but they'd have a large access of items there.
Well, they got the hammer, so they can check the big chest at least. And Sloater's fake flippering all the way up to...
Yeah, they can check the big chest, but that's if they find an extra key. If they don't find an extra key, then that just means the big chest has the key.
Yeah, still need the mirror for swamp, so there's that. Also, Morph Ball is on the island. Oh, there's the mirror.
Yeah, there's the mirror.
So there's our swamp access, but the Morph Ball happens to be on the island in Lake Hylia.
So now the question is Maniacal going to stay here in Link to the Past and keep exploring, or is he going to take that Morph Ball and go explore Super Metroid?
Yeah, you can water walk to it, but it's a far walk. I think you got to set up the water walk all the way from Skull Woods.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. If I'm correct, I heard it once in a race before, someone talking about it. I think the water walk is from Skull Woods, and they all have the boots. They found the boots in Agina's cave.
Oh, very nice fight there with Maniacal, only surviving with just 2 hearts left. Not quite clutch, but still pretty close.
Solski setting up for the potion glitch.
Guess he's gonna reset the room first. And Maniacal has the first crystal.
At 28 minutes and 40 seconds. And getting saved by the fairy. Inside of Thieves Town. Now let's see what was behind the bow locked portion. Sloater's heading into pod 2. Just a big key behind the bow lock.
Which could be important. They might find something in the big chest, but that's anyone's guess.
And 20 rubies out of the dig game for Maniacal.
He's gonna keep digging for goodies, or no? Guess he wanted to dig for a little bit.
Antinomy gonna head to his mirror. He's getting there. He's close to blind. And I apologize in advance. I know I'm probably saying his name wrong.
What, blind?
No, Sloater's partner. I know I'm pronouncing his name wrong. It's just grammar's not my strong suit.
I feel bad. At one point, I was just calling him Antimony.
I apologize for butchering his name. Antinomy. Autonomy. I've seen different.
Obviously, he's called Anonymous.
Yeah, Anonymous. I'll just call him Anonymous. That solves all it. Okay, I'll call him Ant. I'll call him Ant. Ant is on Blind's hut. Alright, anyway. Maniacal just checked Bombo's tablet.
It said there was some kind of flying bomb, which means that it is missiles.
Yep. And Anonymous finishing up Blind. Solski heading into the Dark Ruby room. And only finding Heart. And Sloaters is now inside of Pod as well. And they find Varia inside of Pod. So this is a great find for them. Sloaters gonna get that and definitely gonna tell Anonymous. Maniacal getting his ice rod.
Solski also found the very suit as well, so he's probably going to tell Maniacal that as well.
Mm-hmm. That's one thing I like about Co-op matches. It's like, hey, buddy, found this here. All you have to do is go straight here. You can get it. But it is all, logically, all these items are locked behind the lamp. To an extent. Except for where they got the various suit. You could light the torch with the fire rod. But, you know, there's that. Anonymous on his digging game. Getting his 20 bucks. The lamp and the bow. And a burrito on the big chest and Pod.
Looks like Maniacal's gonna get a catfish check here.
Mm-hmm. This is a check we haven't seen. Anonymous is gonna check Cave 45.
Which we already saw that was from Solski, I believe. Or no, Maniacal. We saw it was triple bombs.
Catfish just has a little bit of love.
Oh, Solski's gonna do a pet check.
Alright. You think this is a pet seed? We're gonna find out. Oh.
Just pocket change, move along. Oh. So, Pet is dead, as well as the Aga Dream.
Mm-hmm. And Sloaters is probably heading his way into Thieves Town to probably go get his mirror. Nope, Skullwoods.
How are they gonna get to that Moon Pearl? Or not Moon Pearl, Morph Ball.
I think, like Elminster said in chat, they could set up a water walking, but you'd have to set that all the way up from Skullwoods, and that's a long trek.
Maniacal might be doing that. He's at Skullwoods.
Might be. He was just in here, so. They haven't checked Bumper Cave. They could check Bumper Cave while they were over here.
Because they do have the cape, so they can see what it is. I guess Maniacal's not going to do that. Actually, I think he just realized, like, oh, Bumper Cave's this way.
Bumper Cave could have progression. Cape, we found Cape early on.
And they do have power gloves.
Mm-hmm. Dark World's a very dangerous place when you just have, and it's just a reserve. Dark World is a very dangerous place when you just have green mail.
Yeah, everything practically does 2 hearts. It's like everyone's secretly a crab or something.
Yeah, Maniacal checking Graveyard Ledge and Sloaters taking a death. And Graveyard Ledge, both Anonymous and Maniacal are checking it.
I could go onto the right side to get some much needed health.
And it's just missiles. Wah, wah, wah. Now you can use that mirror, and you can check King's Tomb.
Yep.
Can't you? Yeah, you can slice in here, mirror, and push the King's Rock over. So, King's Tomb. Let's see what kind of king this man is. Sloater's taking another death inside of Skull Woods. And Flipper's in King's Tomb.
Now we have our Morph Ball access.
Well, Antinomy. There we go. I finally said it right. Antinomy getting his flippers as well.
The Maniacal still needs to get various suit over at, where was it? Pod?
Pod.
Yeah.
So we need lamp and bow. Within the logic, we need lamp and bow.
Now Maniacal could do what Solski did and did the potion glitch to get all the items in there.
Mm-hmm.
Maniacal trying to get on that island, but that pesky flying mushroom is bullying him.
Mm-hmm. Now, which makes me think that Morph Ball gives access Morph Ball gives access to a lot of blue Brimstar, and they do have power bombs, so they can go to pink Brimstar too. So they have a lot in Super Metroid open.
Yeah, Maniacal has more than enough to explore a lot of the places, but he'll need to be careful.
Yep, and we're getting funky disco on Solski's screen. And Sloater's heading into Thieves Town. He's going to get his mirror and grapple beam. Now, Solski, this happened to Solski last night.
Oh gosh, the room's turned to vomit.
Solski's Raven. Antinomy is heading... Antinomy is heading into Gauntlet, or not Gauntlet, but we'll just head into a Hype Cave.
First item in Gauntlet in Super Metroid is Ether.
Yep.
Yeah, that wall jump up to Gauntlet is not exactly easy.
Oh no, I tried doing that with no high jump and
I've done it once.
Antinomy getting his Morph Ball as well, and the back half of Gauntlet has an energy tank and smart.
It's not the greatest of items, but Ether may be necessary here.
Antinomy is checking final missiles or first missiles. I don't know which. Last missiles, I don't. Super Metroid room names.
Probably first missiles. Our final missiles, Link Force says.
Final missiles. See, Link Force knows these room names.
I know most of them.
And Solski heading to get his flippers so he can get his morph ball. And Antinomy is heading towards the bomb tree zone. What does he have? $50.
Getting to see a mock ball from Maniacal. I'm so happy that I've managed to be able to pull that trick off consistently.
$20 on that check. Antinomy is probably heading to Gauntlet.
So nothing important here in early supers.
Is he gonna high jump up that? I think he's gonna high jump up that. He is high jumping up that to go down Red Tower. This is a good play. This is a really good play on his part.
Let's say you can go down into Red Tower or into Wreck Ship.
Yeah, Wreck Ship is available to them. I forgot about that. And Maniacal heading. Ooh, Speed Booster going to Wreck Ship. That is a great find.
Yeah.
And Maniacal in the Edacoon's area. Sloater's picking up his mirror. And Antinomy is in.
And fighting Speed Booster at mode is just like seeing a key right in front of the door.
It's like, hey, pick me up. I'm useful. Antinomy's making a wild play, realizing that he does have access within logic to get to Wreck Ship and finding that Speed Booster. That gives them so much knowledge.
Also, hello, Miss Metroid.
Oh, hi, Miss Metroid. It's always polite to say hi when a lady walks in the room.
Oh, touching your face after dicing jalapenos is never a good idea.
And the old man getting saved on Solski saved the old man.
I think he only had missiles.
Yep. Sloater's taking a death inside of Thieves Town.
Solski super speed.
Yep. Antinomy on the Phantoon fight. I did not see what was at Spectacle Rock, but Solski's heading into Hera.
Inside Spectacle Rock had power bombs. This may not look like it, but it's a pretty scary fight with Phantoon only having the power suit.
But
go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say he finished off Phantoon on Antinomy's screen, and didn't. Yeah, Antinomy checked Graveyard Ledge. I don't know why Sloaters is going back in it. There was really nothing besides missiles there. Unless he just wants the ammo.
He probably wants the ammo. He may not have picked up that many missiles.
And Antinomy heading back through Wreck Ship.
Solski did check to see what was on the Ether tablet, and it was just missiles. And he found the sword upgrade in the Spiral Cave. So now he has a Master Sword.
That's a good find for him. And the Cane of Samaria inside of Wreck Ship on Antinomy's side.
So they've got Fire Rod, Ice Rod, and Cane of Samaria. They've got full access to Turtle Rock, I believe, when
Unless,
they need to go to it.
and the pendant. They need a pendant.
They need a pendant.
They need a pendant.
Oh, right. We don't know what's at the, where it's required to get in there. And it's,
Medallion.
it's
Medallion.
Yeah.
Medallion, sorry. And Titans. Medallion and Titans. Paradox Cave check for Solski. Wave beam on Maniacal.
Ooh, that's nice.
Powder.
And magic powder, nice.
Now, I didn't see if antinomy took a safety save or not.
I didn't hear the save noise, so I don't think he did. Also, Maniacal found the blue mail app.
And antinomy finding a sword upgrade in the waterway. I'm sorry for cutting you off. What were you saying?
I was just saying, Maniacal found a mail upgrade in the Green Hill Zone. Given Maniacal's location and his low count on bombs, he's probably going to try and head into the Billy Mays room, travel back up, save, and then head to Wreck Ship.
Wreck Ship's paying off for antinomy.
Oh, Maniacal found Screw Tack.
Oh. That's a good find too. So he's gonna have a lot easier time than antinomy to going through Wreck Ship. And Sloater's heading to get his charge beam out of Eastern.
And thankfully, since Maniacal has Screw Attack, he can go through that block without having to waste a power bomb. So let's see, and Solski's checking out the Ice Beam room. Ooh, Blue Boomerang and Space Jump in the Billy Mays room.
Wait, there's more! And antinomy checking out the attic and finding a shovel.
I did not see what was in the Ice Beam room there because I was focusing on Billy Mays.
I didn't catch it. I was paying attention to antinomy.
Yeah, I agree, Barnage. It was very fortunate that Maniacal found Screw Attack. See, Crumble Tower just has 20 rupees. Surprisingly, Sloaters is the only one here that's not in Super Metroid.
Yeah, he's fallen a little bit behind everybody.
Though I imagine...
Antinomy's farming power bombs.
Yeah. Of course, the game's opting to provide him health and not power bombs.
Now, if only he had that Screw Attack. And Sloater's heading to get his Morph Ball. Chat saying Ice Beam was 300 rubies. I was really hoping Zora had progression.
I don't know, he still might. We haven't had anyone check him.
We're gonna check Wreck Ship Reserve. I know the name of this room. And it's just power bombs. You know, for the longest time when I was a kid, I could never figure out how to get that item. I'm like, I just couldn't figure it out. Oh, he missed it.
But he's got more than enough health to check again.
And just money. A little bit of love.
And then the speed booster shaft here, we have a single rupee.
Oh, antinomy never went into pod to get Various suit.
Yeah, interesting. Both of the other team members on both teams have Various suit.
Yeah, wait a minute. Does Maniacal have Various suit?
Nope.
That's funny. Top screen has no Various suit. Bottom screen does. That's funny. And Shine sparking to bowling.
Well, Maniacal is using Space Jump to check the upper area here in the beginning screen.
And Sloater's picking up his speed booster. Now Sloater's is going to have a little bit easier time with Fantoon than his partner because he takes reduced damage. Solski picking up his screw attack.
Now, while Maniacal doesn't have Various suit, he does have a lot of energy tanks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, gravity! French vanilla gravity. That is a good find. And antinomy is going for those power bombs. Always could use more power bombs.
Yeah, until they find morph ball bombs, they'll need as many of those as they can get, or at least until they're comfortable with the amount they find.
Mm-hmm. Okay, missiles at gravity. Ooh, mushroom on Maniacal's side. Now, finding the gravity is a wonderful thing for them. And lamp.
So lamps in the bottom portion of the beginning area of wrecked ship.
Right, so that being said, now that lamp's found, you had to get gravity before Varia. Because the Varia suit was lamp and bow locked. Also, Sloater's taken down Fantoon.
Now, where is Bo, I wonder?
Yep. Varia was not bow locked. Oh. No, it wasn't. Sorry, it was lamp locked. My bad. Link Force is yelling at me in chat. I'm sorry, Link Force. I was. I know. I have the logic in head, but Blue Mel on Solski's side. I have the logic all in my head, but I'm a little crazy though.
We'll say this is good for Maniacal and Solski, because while Maniacal's exploring wrecked ship, Solski's going to head down into Norfair to explore that. The only thing he doesn't have, though, is Speed Booster. Granted, he does have Space Jump, so unless he needs to go through certain speed blocks down in Norfair, he's got most of the exploration down for that place. And nothing in the X-ray room for Solski, just a bee in a bottle by the looks of it. A lot of bees in bottles so far with the bottle items. Antinomy going to be doing the same, but since he does not have Space Jump, he's using the grapple beam for that.
Mm-hmm. That's antinomy. Oh, there was an item in this. Good item in the community rando the other day, and it's just a bee in a bottle. It's a good bee. Everybody loves a good bee in the boodle.
That's the sparkly bee, right?
I think so.
Sinus, we only give that chat, that kind of discussion when it is required.
Hmm?
About the bees and the bottles.
I like that pun though. They're just free bees. Solski heading into Kraid. Sloaters finishing up wrecked ship. Oh boy. Antinomy heading to Spazer.
Nothing too exciting with the first item there in Crate's location. It was just 50 rupees. That weird U-bend.
And Sloaters doing a really clean addict. And I missed what was that Spazer. Was it Wave? It wasn't Wave, was it? No, it was a heart piece. Yeah, they could use more health and length path. Now, Solski, get Kraid DLC. Everybody loves that extra Kraid DLC.
Tall Kraid.
Mm-hmm. And he gets the quick kill on Kraid.
Nicely done.
And Maniacal inside of wrecked ship. Antinomy decides to go to Meridia instead.
Not a bad call, to be honest, because he's got a lot of the items that would help with this. He just doesn't really have space jump, but speed booster can more than make up for it.
He's heading to Mama Turtle. Mama Turtle has bombs on her grapple location. Maniacal finishing up his Fantoon. Now, a lot of this game has opened up for them.
I think the only really thing we're missing now with Super Metroid is the Ice Beam.
Yep.
After that, they can just go wherever. I mean, technically they could do that now, but it's more Ice Beam's going to help with Turian later on.
Now, Sloaters doing just that. What Antinomy did was get the power bombs because he ran out. They both ran out checking this.
That's kind of a risky move to do there. So I guess if Antinomy knew that there were power bombs there, then so would Sloaters.
Yeah. Sloaters getting his lamp. Yeah, it's a French vanilla gravity. Everybody loves that.
I died in that spike room of death earlier today because I landed on one of the platforms, yet I still took damage, and that was enough to kill me. And I'll never understand why that's a thing.
Blue Mill on beach.
So that's the other male upgrade. So both male upgrades are in the beach location and Green Hill Zone.
Now, I like how Maniacal and Solski are splitting the efforts. And our Tempered Sword
And Quake Medallion.
in Norfair Reserve. Let's see. Maniacal gonna pick up his shovel. Do you like to do a fetch quest, Pansnick?
It all depends on what item I'm fetching after. Because the last thing I want to do is go on a fetch quest and find out, oh, congratulations, you got 20 rupees.
What about a fetch quest into a fetch quest into a fetch quest?
Well, that's just an RPG.
Antinomy checking sand pits and resetting.
Solski's checking the speed booster.
Antinomy resetting and gonna check the other sand pit. Varia was in pod.
I gotta say, this has been an interesting race so far, because it's been pretty close between all the runners.
Mm-hmm. Maniacal heading to go get his gravity suit.
Meanwhile, Maniacal's also just going bowling.
Yep.
Looks like he did a preemptive power bomb there.
300 rubies in the other sand pit. And not much.
Did you already check the right one?
Yep. It was nothing. I think some power bombs and something else. I didn't see the other item though. Sloater's heading to Kraid. Let's see if he'll get Kraid DLC. Now Solski still hasn't been to Reg's ship, so he doesn't have speed booster, so. And Sloater's not getting, or is getting Kraid DLC.
Oh,
he ran out of super missiles. I've had that happen before.
He was so close.
He's now out of missiles too. Well, no, he got two. And there he goes. Everybody say hello to our favorite lizard, Crocomire. Everybody loves the Crocomire.
Let's all give him a nice warm bath in the acid.
I like Crocomire is one of those enemies that never returned after this game. Just like everybody's favorite digging game in the future, Shack Tool. Oh, Crocomire's getting away from Solski.
Not for long though.
And 20 bucks in the where the energy tank usually is.
This big 20 behind Croc.
That's just a load of croc right there. And is Antinomy gonna get the full halfie or just the halfie? He's too low. Yep, just the halfie.
You gotta learn to do that trick.
He was just a little too low. It happens.
He's making good use of the grapple beam here, since he doesn't have space jump.
Or high jump. Oh, he doesn't have high jump.
So question is, he doesn't have high jump, he doesn't have power bombs, so the only way he can get out of this room is if by doing a short charge, or getting the blue suit.
Oh, okay. Hold it. The full halfie isn't possible without the high jump boots. I did not know that. Solski and cosine room.
Is Antinomy gonna go for the Shine Spark kill? Looks like it.
Take a little less damage.
Honestly, you don't take that much damage doing the grapple beam electricity kill.
Ah.
Doing a nice damage boost there to get to the other side of Dragon. Oh, and antinomy gets the blue suit.
Is he gonna go for spike suit? So, one trick I gotta learn how to do is damage boost.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that one either.
Maniacal now in Meridia. Sloater's saving his old man. Now he can. Huh?
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go first.
I was just gonna say, since he was in the blue suit, he was able to store that charge there and just get the other side very easily.
And he's heading through the Meridia warp to the Dark Ice World cave location.
Where we're gonna see some lag. Well, Sloaters is at the Ether tablet and gets super missiles.
Yep. Yeah, the text said a bigger flying bomb. Sloater's heading into... Okay. He was just debating us. Into Hera. This is the first time we've seen of Hera. Solski didn't go in here. Did he? No, he didn't, did he?
Nope.
So there could be something useful. I mean, pendant dungeons, you know, a pendant dungeon has had something. Outside of a pendant dungeon had another thing.
He could also check basement if he wanted to once he gets a key, provided that basement has an item that's not map or compass.
Mm-hmm. Well, he just found the compass, I think. Or it was the burrito. I can't remember which. Heart piece. Thank you. Link Force, what would I do without you? That is true. Oh. Let's see.
Sloaters found a key in Hera, so that means basement has an item or a map or a compass.
I'd like to take a moment to remind everyone, follow these wonderful runners that are putting on a good show for us. Maniacal, Solski, antinomy, Sloaters, and our wonderful trackers, Sinus and Link Force, and Pansky and myself. You don't have to follow me, but, you know, just, you know, show your support on the awesome show that these runners are giving us on this wonderful race. I had to take a moment for that.
It's all good.
And antinomy is heading into pod, and Maniacal's going into Shack Tools, so Solski doesn't have to check it. So Maniacal does not kill Shack Tool. Because if Solski goes, he kills Shack Tool every time, and Sloaters is on the worm fight.
I'd imagine Solski's just shouting over their voice chat, just like, kill him! Kill him!
Yeah, kill it. If he doesn't have anything, kill it. And antinomy picking up his various suit. And on Moldorm, we have a map. So there is an item in the basement. And a green pendant.
So they can get an item from Sarsaparilla if they wanted to.
Mm-hmm. I had a thought in the back of my head, and I completely forgot what it was. Oh, yeah. In this version of the randomizer, the gravity suit does not provide heat protection. So you have to have Varia in order to get to Norfair and Lower Norfair. So both suits are required. Even though in the vanilla game you can have gravity suit and it provides heat protection.
Granted, you can do a lava dive to get to Norfair if you know how to do it.
Yeah.
But that's not in logic.
That is true, but I was just pointing out the, because in the vanilla game, you can get gravity and don't have to ever pick up Varia. And Maniacal not killing Shaq Tool.
Since he reset.
Yep. And Solski picking up his Cane of Bryant, or Samaria. Antinomy, did he turn in the green? Oh no, it's Solski, Sloaters that has the green pendant. Antinomy was just in pod. And Ice Beam in the basement of Hera.
Oh man.
Super missiles was in Shaq Tool. That is a nice find for team. Oh, I don't want to. I've been butchering half the team members' names.
It's Gagar Gang.
Gagar Gang. Yeah, I don't want to butcher any more names. I feel so bad when I do that.
Well, all they need to find now is they need Ocarina to get the Misery Mire. They need Titan Smiths to actually get their flute. It looks like an ocarina. I don't care what people says. It looks like an ocarina.
Well, they have access to Lower Norfair, so they don't need the flute to get the Misery Mire.
Yeah, true.
So, and they don't need Titan's mitts either to get into Misery Mire. They just need the medallions. And Sloaters in Paradox Cave.
Now, we don't know which medallions they'll need for either one, but we do know where both Ether and Quake are. We don't know where Bombos is, and, it could just be the chance that this could be a seed where it'll require Bombos, and we don't know where that is.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the other thing they'll need is Hookshot to finish up Swamp Palace, and also find Bo to complete Pod and Easter Palace.
Chat's asking to mute you for 5 minutes because that is not an ocarina. But someone else pointed out in chat, ocarina is a type of flute.
Yeah, the ocarina is a type of flute, so tomato.
Antinomy low on hearts, getting that annoying little beeping.
Maniacal's gonna go for the grapple beam kill here on Dragon.
Yeah, he has the health for it. We're getting some fried shrimp. And Antinomy going into swamp without the hookshot. Hookshot could be in here, but there's a lot of items. And Sloaters inside of Spiral Cave. Yeah, Ped was some couch cash. Move along.
Also, I hate to ruin, I don't know how to pronounce that person, or Jackane. I hate to ruin your day, but The only thing Ped had was rupees. That's it. Bow's not on Ped.
Sloater's checking Magic Bat, I think. Yep, he's heading towards Magic Bat.
Oh, they could find something useful there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, he didn't find the powder.
Oh, he's opting to use the,
Potion glitch. Or a fake powder.
yeah, fake powder.
And he gets it.
And Magic Bat has...
$20. Ooh, Swagnet.
Good security item to have.
Mm-hmm. Sloater's checking high jump. And Maniacal heading towards Plasma.
Well,
And
Solski's back in Link to the Past.
Mm-hmm. Well, we still need Titan's Mitts, though, for Ice Palace. I did not see what was on Plasma. I missed it. Ah, power bombs.
Yeah, I was checking the restream, but I was too late.
And antinomy is turning... Gonna turn in his... Wait, did he pick up the mushroom? I can't remember if he did or not.
Since Solski has both gravity and Varia, I think he's going down into lower Norfair.
Oh yeah. He's gonna go to Ridley. They've split up the tasks on who to do what, or who does what, really well.
Yeah, they've been really on top of just being like in different places as best they can.
And the green pendant still hasn't been turned in either. Now he has Zora money now. So we're gonna see what the scam artist has today. Now the scam artist may have Bow.
Well, let's find out.
Zora's been in Logic for a while now. Spazer, best beam of the game. Oh yeah.
And of course the garbage item is given by the garbage NPC.
Hey now, that's not a garbage item. I like the Spazer. It has it's a fun word with a Z in its name. It may not be plasma, but it's still beam damage.
I agree, Mello. It is a scam.
Hey now. I like that beam. I'm a little bit of a spaz. Why does people give Spazers such a hard time? It's a cool looking beam. Titan's Mitts on Solski's screen.
I think he picked it up. It was like
it was right after the lava drain.
So he made the good call going down here into Lower Norfair.
Mm-hmm. Titan's gated by space jump, so the other team needs to go to the Billy Mays room. Billy Mays has all the items. High jump for a mushroom. That's a good find. It looks like Sloaters is heading down to Lower Norfair as well. Where was the mushroom? I can't remember.
I don't remember either.
Beta power bombs.
Oh.
I really need to keep notes. And Sloaters is back down, or is down in Lower Norfair. Maniacal has not been to pod.
And we have seen on Solski that Ether is required to get into Misery Mire.
Mm-hmm.
And both Maniacal and Solski both have Ether.
Mm-hmm. And Checkerboard Cave only has 10 arrows, or was that a capacity upgrade?
That was just 10 arrows.
Sloaters Green Gate glitching. Ooh, he has to get it. There he goes.
Gonna have a farm a bit to get some of those supers back, though.
There we go. He's getting there.
Fireshed had 20 rupees and a heart piece. Or heart container, I should say.
Missiles on Screw Attack Triza. Let's see. Solski back in desert. I'm probably gonna finish it up just to see what the item is on Landmo.
Oh, he didn't pick up the key.
Fail.
But it's like he knocked it off, but he didn't fully touch the key once it fell off.
It happens. Now that would have been funny if that BMOS shot him when he thought he collected key and...
I always find that super speed glitch in Link to the Past so silly.
Which one?
Like the one where you get off stairs from either doing the spin attack, A press, or using the hook shot and using the boots at the same time. Link just runs ridiculously fast.
That's how you do that trick?
Yep.
I did not know.
I know how to do it with the hook shot, but doing it without hook shot, just having the boots, I have not gotten the timing down on that just right.
Yeah, Sloaters finding out that the Titan's Mitts is gated behind Space Jump.
Yeah, they gotta go find Space Jump.
And Maniacal has his green pendant.
Which, if we all remember, that Space Jump was in the Billy Mays room.
Mm-hmm. And Ice Beam, Maniacal not going back to go get his Ice Beam out of Basement of Hera.
Well, I don't think Solski has Ice Beam either, so they might not know it's in the basement.
Sloaters has Ice Beam.
So yeah, but that's Sloaters' team. I'm talking about Maniacal and Solski.
Yeah. True.
Maniacal and Solski both have tempered swords at the very least, so they can do plenty of damage.
They're heading into Solski's heading into Mire.
So where was Ice Rod again?
Hype Cave.
Oh, Hype Cave.
Why
He
do I
said
remember?
Maniacal never checked it.
Yeah, he'll get around to it. He'll probably do it when he goes towards Swamp. I mean, that seems like my guess.
Oh, it looks like Maniacal just found silvers at the dig spot in
That's a good
the
find.
Grove. Is the stream frozen for you? Yeah, it looks like Chad is confirming.
There we go.
Ah, there we go. Caught up.
There we go. Antinomy gonna go for the swag strats of speed boosting through the gauntlet.
Maniacal's gonna go check to see what the mushroom is gonna give.
And it's gonna be high jump. He's gonna be happy to see those. He really doesn't need them with space jump, but it makes a lot of the movement a lot easier.
Especially in lower Norfair.
And Antinomy getting ether. So they have their Misery Mire access now. I thought it was my cat that caused the problem when the stream froze.
When in doubt, blame it on cats.
I will blame my cat. Alright, in the Mickey Mouse room, just some love. Or missiles, sorry, my bad. Missiles.
Now for the longest cutscene in the game with Solski.
Ooh.
Oh, did Sloaters fall down?
Yeah, he fell down.
Oh.
Yeah, they just need to head up to the Billy Mays room and they'll get space jump and all the goodies that go along with it. And screw attack if they check it.
Though in Antinommy's case, he's going to be checking out the rest of Green Brinstar here and see what else he can find. Well, green and pink, I guess.
And only missiles from the green pendant.
Not the most exciting item, but never hurts to have more ammo.
Atacoon's not paying off for him. And Maniacal inside of Eastern Palace. He's gonna get his charge beam. Burrito in the big chest in Mire. I don't think they did. Oh no, wait, yeah. I think they did. I think they found all the items in Skullwoods.
It's looking a tad bit scary for Sloaters. He doesn't have much energy left here. Nor that much ammunition.
Yeah, he's rough, right? He's roughing it right now. He's going camping without a tent.
And the other thing is, he doesn't have screw attack or space jump. Nor
Yeah.
high jump, for that matter.
And then antinomy falling down and Maniacal getting his charge beam.
What's Maniacal going up there for? He does have bow.
He's going to get money for Zora.
Oh.
Hook shot! Hook shot right before Ridley. That's
So
a good find.
So that's swamp completion right there.
Yep. And Solski on Viddy.
And while he doesn't have silvers, he is going to be tanking damage just so he can get those spin attacks on the eyeballs. I know it's a bit of a tricky strategy, but he pulls it off. Definitely dangerous.
And Sloaters doing Shine Sparks to take care of those pirates and getting a lot of health back in the process. And antinomy getting his wave beam.
Oh, that is weird. This is like kind of a like a Doppler effect there.
Yeah. He's saving some Shine Spark kills, save his supers, get some health back, and
Nicely done.
I think you need at least 30 supers?
Yeah, at least 30 to beat Ridley. And that's only if you land all your shots.
He's gonna be farming here for a little bit. I do love the music of Lower Norfair, though. They reuse this track quite a bit. A lot of people like the music of Lower Norfair. And Solski heading his way up towards Ridley. He's going to find his hook shot. And that's going to be a nice find for Team Bootless Suitless.
Unlike Sloaters, though, Solski has both space jump and screw attack, so it's going to be a lot easier for him to traverse this place. Looks like he's going to start this off with some missiles before switching over to supers just to get some extra damage in.
Maniacal picking up his super or various suit. And Sloaters fighting with the bird. And antinomy is heading towards the right directions to go get his screw attack and space jump.
And Ridley is down for Sloaters.
Solski getting his hook shot.
I always hate that you can easily mistake the hook shot for the single arrow.
Yeah. Antinomy picking up his screw attack. And antinomy picking up his space jump in the Billy Mays room, along with his blue boomerang. So, Sloaters and antinomy now have the knowledge to get what they need out of Golden Treezo's lava drain area spot. And Sloaters making his way back up from Ridley.
Looks like Solski's doing some farming too to try and get some supers, but isn't having much luck.
I think he already has 25 supers. I think that's his limit. And I think he's just now realizing, he's like, oh, I can only carry 25 supers. And a shield at the Firefly room.
Or as I just like to call it, the Ridley statue room.
Really?
Because like the whole thing looks like Ridley, doesn't it?
I can't tell, the lights are out. Ah, I see. Okay, I see. Alright. With what bare light there is. I never really noticed it.
I always noticed it.
Plasma beam after Ridley, that's a good find too. Where is that pesky bow hiding? Morph ball bombs.
So plasma beam and morph ball bombs. It looks like Sloaters is going to go after that plasma beam, which I don't blame him. That is definitely worth going after.
Well, he has no other beam besides ice, so now he has some firepower.
Some much needed firepower. Looks like Solski ran out of both missiles, so he's having to use power bombs to damage Ridley.
He can use short shots, can't he?
Oh, he's got to be really careful here. He is on 1 health.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh.
Wah, wah, wah. That's just sad to see.
Yeah. Wait. Did he not save?
No, he went into Super Metroid.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he went to Link to the Past, killed Viddy, and then came back. But he now knows where the hook shot is.
Okay, I was just hoping that, like, he didn't lose too much progress. Otherwise, that would have really hurt Team Bootless Suitless. I mean, it still hurt for both of them, but still. Now, so Slaughter's got his 4th sword upgrade, so now he has a gold sword, or the butter sword.
Solski gonna get his best beam of the game.
Where's Solski gonna go now? I'd imagine where he...
Oh, I don't. Oh, Solski. I don't know.
Give me where he's
Hera?
headed. I think he's gonna go into Turtle Rock.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Or at the very least see if he can, because there's always that possibility it's gonna need Bombos. Yeah.
Bombos is our elusive medallion.
Or no, he's gonna go to Ether Tablet.
Oh yeah, he never checked it. Chat's hoping for Bombos. Or at least one guy's hoping for Bombos. Maniacal in Meyer.
₹20 on a floating island, so no need to go down in there.
Yeah, but well, he doesn't have hook shot anymore, so. And Turtle Rock is
Quake Medallion. So Vanilla Medallion.
Yep. Antinomy is inside of Misery Mire.
As well as Maniacal. Solski's trying to get on the other side here, but that jellyfish knocked him off.
Solski checking the first chest and hookshot cave, and Sloater's taking a death inside of Meridia.
Oh, and he's all the way back in Norfair.
Yeah, I don't think he picked up anything important, though.
Oh, wait, was this before or after?
Bo in Super Bunny Cave. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
Oh, nice. I was just trying to say, was this before or after he beat Ridley?
Hey, that puts Solski in go mode. Well, kinda. If he goes back and gets the hook shot, he'll be in go mode. I want to point that out. If he goes, so Team Bootless Suitless knows where all the items they need and are required for go mode.
Oh no, this was before Sloaters beat Ridley, so he has to fight Ridley again.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't have plasma anymore.
Oh
no.
That was a big hurt for their team.
Yeah. And he lost hook shot. Oh, go back, pick up hook shot. Oh, he'll pick it up on his way back.
It's like it's best he conserves his HP right now. I agree with Sidus. Lower Norfair, the great equalizer.
Yeah. Maniacal on his victorious fight, and Solski forgetting that he did not pick up the hook shot. So, well, he lost the hook shot, so.
Well, Maniacal's got Misery Mire done. He may have silvers, but he doesn't have Bo.
Yeah, but they know where Bo is. So Team Bootless Suitless has technically all the information they need for go. And then Team Gengar Gang just need to make their way up to Super Bunny Cave and grab that hook shot and get, well, and they'll be in go mode. So that's good information. Hookshot, yeah, they know where Hookshot is. It's right before Ridley. Even my cat knows where Hookshot is. Because my cat's sitting behind my chair and peeking over my shoulder and being creepy. Sloater's farming up some missiles. Solski gonna go mode Turtle Rock. Sloater's doing his Ridley fight again. Let's see here. Antinomy going through Misery Mire, gonna finish heading towards the big eyeball. Sloater's finishing Ridley again for the second time.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised that Solski doesn't just save Turtle Rock for later, just so he can like do it while on his way to Ganon's tower, but it's probably for the best just so Maniacal knows where all he needs to go through in Turtle Rock to get what he needs to.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, he didn't check Mimic Cave. Well,
I mean,
but
they're
go moding everything.
Yeah.
So, like, Ice Palace is gonna be a real short endeavor.
I think.
Oh, Sloaters, no, don't do it. Oh, he's forgetting that he doesn't have Hookshot.
No, Sloaters, go back.
Go back.
Go back.
He's not going back. He can't hear us. Wait, remember to go back. Nope.
No, he's turning off Speed Booster.
Oh no, Sloaters.
Oh, this is really gonna bite their team.
Yeah, because he's gonna have to make the trip all the way back down here. I think that decision that Sloaters made just have killed Elminster in chat. Yeah.
Well, no, he didn't save because he just went past the save room.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. He has these items, so he's like, oh wait, does that include the hook shot? He's gonna see these items, so I mean, hopefully. I hope that reminds him. And Solski heading towards Trinex and Antinomy, just now taking out the big eye. Nope, Sloaters.
Still going up.
Yep. Well, it's a quick trip back. I mean, if you think about it, you can take the warp, and you know, by that time he has to come back down here anyway. If you think about it, because he has to go get Space Jump from the Billy Mays room to complete, to get the mitts. So there's that. So it's not a complete loss for him.
Solski's gotta play carefully here. He's on one heart with Trinex. And then all it takes is just one more boop, or just bumping into the rock snake for him to die.
Yeah, he'll be fine though.
Yep, there we go. Tranex is down.
And Maniacal picked up his hook shot, I think.
Then he's got Quake and his gold sword. Solski's done with Turtle Rock, so now where's he gonna go?
Super Bunny. Yeah, the Gengar gang does not know where the bow is. That is the only item they do not know where it's at. So as soon as they go up to Dark Death Mountain and check, they will have the knowledge for go mode. And Solski and Ice Palace. Antinomy heading towards Ridley. Sloaters heading towards Dragon. Yeah, Elminster has a point. If Sloaters told Antinomy that he found the hook shot. Did Maniacal leave the hook shot? Did all these runners just magically forget where the hook shot was? Okay, Maniacal picked up the hook shot. Sloaters back into Meridia.
And Solski going through the dreaded Ice Palace.
Yeah, but it's go mode Ice Palace.
Everyone's favorite bomb jump.
You know, the first time I ever attempted that bomb jump, I got it on the first try. And Antinomy finish up his Ridley.
Sloaters bumped into Botswoon and had to use up our reserve tank.
Solski heading straight into Cold Stare. Don't need to check anything. Sloaters getting the halfie. At the chat point now, a high jumpless super halfie, or not super, high jumpless halfie. Maniacal heading and getting his bow. All he needs to go is make a trip to Hype Cave and get his ice rod. And Solski only having 1 heart on that cold stare fight. That's 2 bosses in a row that he's finished a fight with 1 heart left. First Trinex, now cold stare. He's just living life dangerously.
Since he has both crystals, is he gonna take the time to go see what's at Pyramid Fairy?
Nope, he's going to get his shovel and go get silvers. Hookshot Cave, the items are junk. And Solski doing swag shovel. I do love that trick.
I don't think I've seen Swag Shovel before.
What, where you take the shovel and hold it and dash use the item, and you just dig a lot of holes in rapid succession?
Huh, I didn't think you used it for that trick.
Yeah, item active, like running with the hammer.
Silver arrows were at the dig spot in the grove.
Antinomy picking up his quake. Maniacal does have the ice rod. He is in go mode. I just saw his inventory and he does have bow, so Maniacal is in go mode. Ooh, Antinomy getting spike suit. Solski heading up to Pod. Sloaters heading up to through Red Tower. Antinomy heading through Crade's area. Sloaters probably heading up and getting his space jump and screw attack that he desperately needs. Let's see, Green Brimstar. Sloaters getting his wave beam. And Solski heading down, or Solski finishing off Pod. Half magic inside of Turtle Rock. I didn't see that before until I saw Maniacal screen. And Sloater's bomb jumping up into the back of Blue Brimstar.
Oh, Solski's got pod done.
Yep. Yeah. Antinomy has hook shot. He got it because he didn't die after the Ridley fight. Checking Spike Cave. Antinomy is. Just some missiles. Maniacal heading towards Trinex, and Solski heading towards Armos Knights. Sad thing is, Solski has to go back, kill Kraid, and get his hook shot.
The stream lagging for you?
No.
Must be my end then. Oh, there it goes. It was on slideshow mode for me for a second. Let's look. By the looks of things, all Solski has left to do is get hook shot and finish up the Swamp Palace.
And Antinomy is about to find his bow in Super Bunny Cave, and this is going to be a good find for them. This is going to be a good find for Antinomy, because that will put Antinomy in go mode as well. Sloaters would be in go mode after finding the bow, but sadly he did not pick up the hook shot. And Antinomy finds his bow.
Funny enough, since Solski doesn't have plasma just yet, he is making use of Spazer.
And Sloater's doing the Shine Spark through Gauntlet. Swag strats right there. Boom. That is a cool trick. Yeah, Spazer. See? Everybody hangs out with the Spazer crew. And Sloater's going backwards through Gauntlet. And Sloater's never picked up Screw Attack, just Space Jump. And Solski heading back to fight the bird. Bird is the word. And Antinomy getting, I think, a sword. Yep. Antinomy has gold sword. Sloaters. I don't know what Sloaters is doing anymore.
He's doing something.
Oh yeah! He's gonna go back to Lower Norfair.
Since he's got Space Jump.
Yeah. Chat's beating me to these puns.
Chat, don't tell me you're getting hooked on these one-shot puns, are you?
Yeah. Ooh. As Solski, he picks up the hook shot. Nice one.
The shame he can't kill the metal pirates with screw attack while they're in that weak state.
That makes screw attack way overpowered. Solski has not picked up a single reserve tank. At all. Sloaters, where are you going? You have space jump. Where are you going? Sloaters, go back. He's grabbing hook shot, but I think he just now remembered Titan's mitts.
Yeah, it's like, oh wait a minute, I need to get Titan's mitts.
So I think he's remembered hook shot. He doesn't have it, and Maniacal on Helmosaur.
But Black Moon, what if I wanted to be a robot?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, that's why I would want to be a robot. So, because I don't want to be a ninja or a pirate.
Come on, Sloaters, check your inventory and notice that the hook shot isn't there. Okay, 3 dips.
Yeah, Sloater still doesn't have hookshot.
Yeah, wait. Does Maniacal have? That's a good question.
Does he have what?
Titan's mitts. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? I think he does. I'm pretty sure he does.
Yeah, he does. I can tell by the hands.
Really?
Yeah, they're yellow.
I did not know that.
When you get the regular gloves, Link's hands will go silver, and when he gets Titans, they're yellow.
Ah.
It's pretty subtle, but it's there.
I did not know that. Okay, I see it when he holds up the crystal. That's awesome. The more you know. Yeah, I really didn't notice that.
So it looks like Maniacal's going to be heading into Swamp Palace. Not sure where Solski's going to go after this. Probably Swamp Palace too, since that's the only other dungeon he's got left. But he could go ahead to Meridian and finish up Dragon.
they gotta make up some time somewhere. Solski dying allows Maniacal to catch up in the dungeons of Link to the Past. So they can finish close to the same amount of time.
Also, just to refresh anyone that doesn't know the full win conditions of this race, both members of one team have to beat Ganon and Mother Brain. It can't just be one person on one team finishes first, and you know, that team wins. Both have to finish.
And the teams are Bootless Suitless and Gengar Gang.
Blue team is Bootless Suitless, and red team is the Gengar Gang.
Alucard has some foresight there. It's Gengar Gang. Gengar, like the Pokemon. That's how I remember it. Alucard has some amazing foresight on who's gonna win. Both runners of Bootless is in Swamp. Oh, Solski still needs to finish Dragon.
Yeah, so you still got that left to do, which it won't take too long since the back entrance into Dragon is like very close.
Sloaters heading towards Vitreous. And Maniacal still needs to do Ice Palace, so those are two pretty quick. Solski has to do Dragon and Maniacal has to do Ice Palace, so those are pretty good quick things to do because one, the portal's right below Dragon, and two, Ice Palace and Go mode's like for the win.
Yeah, just gotta do like a few bomb jumps and you're already at the boss.
Yep.
Or actually just one bomb jump. Also, one small note for trackers, Maniacal should have Quake Medallion since he's done Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
Unless there's something wrong with the tracker itself and they didn't mark it down. Which I know has happened to me plenty of times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Link Force, that's why I said trackers. I don't know which one of you was doing which side.
Can't blame Sinus on that one. It's an easy mistake.
And it is.
I'm gonna guess the tracking thing. Because I've had, like, the first time I tracked, I just couldn't get the buttons to click right. I had to refresh the page constantly to get it to go.
There were a time where, like, it would mark it on, like, the tracker page, but it wouldn't show up on the stream until, like, 5 minutes in.
Yeah, that's happened a lot, too. Maniacal and Ice Palace.
Slaughter just eating Vitreous' lightning like it's nothing.
Yeah, Red Mill. Link Force's only mistake is not being 2 people. Oh man.
If it was 2 people, he'd be doing the tracking and the commentary, all with his 2 selves.
It's like Shadow Clone Jitsu right there. Now that's skill.
I think Solski's gonna do Ganon's Tower before doing Dragon.
Yep. Why? I don't...
Well, I mean, it doesn't take
Maniacal, Maniacal still has to do Swamp Palace.
Yeah. Well, Ice Palace and Swamp Palace.
Yeah, he has to finish. And Sloater's going back to get the hook shot that he forgot.
Well, since we're at Ganon's Tower here, you know what time it is. So chat, guess from 1 to 22 on where you think the big key is.
Okay, from me almost dying, I'm gonna guess 22.
So basically the tile room.
Yep.
I'm gonna guess 9.
Rando room. Still somewhat dying over here.
Yeah, either the rando room or the fire snake room.
Well, Torch is dead.
Well, that wouldn't even matter since Boots was... Actually, was Boots required?
Boots was required for Mir.
Yeah, so it wouldn't even matter if it was on the torch because they'd have Boots anyway. 4, 5. Six. And 7. So whoever gets 7, you are the winner.
That would be Kinutin. He's the first one.
Yeah, in fact, he's the other one that gets 7.
And to answer Black Moon's question, I was choking on a sunflower seed, by the way. Hey, Sloater's picking up his hook shot.
Hooray! It's funny to see that, like, we really didn't need Ocarina here. Or, oh, I'm sorry, the flute, I should say.
Yeah, you don't want to get Chad upset again. That's true. Link Force pointing out that Gengar Gang does not have the silvers. We've seen Sloaters with less health. We're good. Solski going through the gauntlet.
I'm gonna agree with Rebuttal and say that it's just a trombone.
It's a trombone. It's a violin. Hey, there's Bombos.
Oh, was it in Ice Palace?
Yeah, it was in Ice Palace.
Not like it was really needed.
Yeah, but we know where it's at now.
Now, granted, it will be very like mana efficient with Cold Stare, since it just takes one use of Bombos to get rid of the ice, rather than just having to spam Fire Rod until you're almost out.
Oh man. Sunflowers. Seeds. They try to kill you.
I would know. I don't eat them. Well, we got both Solski and Maniacal here in Ganon's tower.
Oh, man. Yeah, Maniacal's gonna head straight into the rando room. Oh, Stalfos room. Sorry, my bad. He probably told him Stalfos room and then didn't bother telling him which chest. No, that's just a mean trick.
Man, 5 keys. Do you think he has enough keys there?
Oh god. 6. Back down to 5. And Sloater's gonna be in go mode. Okay.
Actually, I remember, wasn't it like on the hard mode seat that we commentated on? Didn't one of the runners like beat Moldorm and do the hover?
That was Andy. He was just showing off. He beat Moldorm and just hovered across just for swag.
Yeah, of course it would be Andy to do that kind of trick.
And then Antinomy heading, still clearing out Ice Palace, and Solski in the Geometry Wizard fight.
There's got 2 on the first strike. 1 on the second one.
Ooh, that's bad position. Huh.
Look like
1. I think it was 1. 1.
bunch of show-offs, the both of them. What is antinomy doing?
Clearing out Ice Palace and getting ready for Bombos.
No, like, but for a second there, he was just kind of meandering about. I guess he was chatting with his partner. And to answer Ganon's question, no, I don't like you now. I never liked you.
Oh, I didn't read what it said.
I didn't read all of it. All I saw at the end there is just like, so you like me now? Or so do you like me now? Solski taking a few hits from the fire bats there, but he did get Ganon into phase 3 here.
He almost selected the mirror.
That's the last thing you want to pull out. Wait, would mirror even work in the Ganon fight?
That I don't know. Anybody in chat can answer that?
I mean, the pyramid doesn't have map or compass, so it wouldn't send you back to the entrance, would it?
I don't know. Someone get to Ganon real fast and drop in and use the mirror.
Oh, Solski in the triple shot there on Ganon. Okay, Alucard confirming that mirror does nothing in the Ganon fight.
And let's get 1G in, or actually, wait a minute, hold on, let me think about this.
Yeah, 1G.
Well, no,
he hasn't beaten Mother Brain.
It's a co-op tournament, so a fourth of a G, or half a G.
So
like, not
lowercase...
GG, but like a like a lowercase G. There we go.
Yeah, I was about to say, if it's like half a G, it beats a lowercase G. Since Solski's done with Ganon, he's going to head back into Meridia, go kill Dragon, and then head straight for Mother Brain. In Maniacal's case, he doesn't need to do that.
Okay, I think I should be good now. Oh man.
In regards to EV Knucklehead said there about bonking certain trees drops apples, I did like that A Link Between Worlds kept that in. Sadly, since Solski does not have the X-ray, we won't be able to see the all-powerful X-ray beam.
Yeah.
But still, charged plasma wave beam will make short work of Dragon here. Unless, of course, Solski wants to do the... Yeah, it looks like he's gonna go for a grapple.
Oh, that was a nice grapple. That was a beautiful grapple on Solski's side.
Yeah, it was a very nice setup with Solski. Yeah, Maniacal's done with Ganon, so we have a full uppercase G now.
Yep, we have a big G. Now, when Maniacal finishes, Mother Brain will have a big G and a little G, and then when Solski finishes, there's the GG. Yeah, their timing's nice, and also Solski putting some game knowledge to the fact, if you go from Super Metroid to the Link of the Past, the game automatically saves. So when you reset your game, no matter if you're in Link of the Past, you will always end up in Super Metroid, which is a fine routing decision.
Now, I may be wrong with this or not, but I think I remember someone saying that the dev team is working on implementing a means of, I guess, picking on which game you want to start with.
That I don't know. Someone in chat probably could answer that if Elminster's still sticking around. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Maniacal Inturian. Sloaters finishing up Swamp. Antinomy in. Antinomy inside of Turtle Rock, and then he's gonna probably head to Ganon's Tower.
The only downside with Bootless Suitless is that they do not have Ice Beam. The only one that does have Ice Beam is Sloaters. Because that was all the way in the basement with Hera.
Oh yeah. Sloaters is the only one with Ice Beam, so he's gonna have the easiest time through here than everybody else.
Granted, Maniacal and Solski have more than enough bombs to get through Turian.
Oh man. throat's still a little sore from that that sunflower seed getting stuck in my throat.
Since Maniacal does have high jump here, he can pull off the baby skip.
Mm-hmm.
But that's if he pulls it off.
That is true. Yes, to remind everybody, follow these runners. They're putting on a great show for us as well. Maniacal, Solski, dang, I messed up his name. Antinomy, and Sloaters. And don't forget to follow our trackers. And Pants Nick, and you don't have to follow me. Just enjoy commentating these races. It's quite fun. And Maniacal missing the baby skip.
Nicely done, Maniacal. He got that baby skip.
He didn't get the Maniacal didn't get the baby skip.
Oh. Solski didn't either, but I guess he did it intentionally since he doesn't have high jump.
Well, that's weird.
Freeze up for you too?
Yep.
Yeah, something's going on here.
Anyway, Maniacal on Mother Brain. Solski heading down towards Mother Brain. Trinex in Freeze Frame. And Sloaters in Ice Palace.
And we've got audio. No video just yet. Could just take a second.
Maniacal on phase 2 of Mother Brain.
Okay,
Yep.
I guess I'm not the only one that has a frozen stream here.
Yep.
We should probably fix it soon, because given where Maniacal is, he's probably almost done with this.
Mm-hmm.
And I can hear Solski in the Mother Brain fight.
Yep. Yeah. All hands on deck. Alright, well, we know Solski took some damage in the Mother Brain fight. He's on the Hyper Beam, but we don't know if he's on stand-up glitch.
I didn't hear them moving around, so it doesn't sound like it.
Alright everybody, we're gonna restart this race from scratch. We're gonna start all over with the same seed and see how it goes. Can chat still hear us? I mean, or like, because the stream is frozen. Okay, hey, we can still be heard. We just can't see anything.
It's no longer a slideshow anymore, it's just like a still.
Yeah. Hold on. It's fine. I'm gonna pull up Solski's. Aha! Alright, Solski's making his way through the escape.
Oh, there we go, we're getting a reset.
He's on the escape. He's speed boosting. He's about to go through the door. I popped out my theater of all 4 runners, so I gotta find the other 2. Let's see.
Just give it a sec, folks.
Yep. Solski making his way towards the old Brimstar location. And he's going up old escape.
Oh, we got back right in time as Maniacal just
finishes with a 2 hours, 38 minutes, and 18 seconds and 48 milliseconds.
Now, were you seeing Maniacal stream at all? Did he save the animals?
No, I didn't get to his in time. I pulled up Solski's, and I was about to tell you where antinomy was in Ganon's tower, but you know Solski's not gonna save the animals.
Come on, Solski, you can do it. You guys are ahead.
Now
save those animals.
Now get a big G and a little G for Maniacal. Did he? We'll find out if he saved the animals.
No, you monster! Go back there. Well, Solski finishes with a time of 2 hours, 39 minutes, and 9 seconds. So, Team Bootless Tootless wins.
2 hours, 39 and 10 seconds SRL time. Antinomy inside of Ganon's tower. And Sloaters finishing up the rest of his dungeons. That was a good race on their part.
Yeah, 2 hours, 30, 38, 39 minutes. That's pretty good. Granted, this was a co-op race, so they were able to cut corners.
Yeah, a lot of corners. Oh. Let's see if we can get them in here for a quick interview. Maybe, maybe not. Fins.
Meanwhile, Sloaters got done with Pod. Now he just needs to do Eastern Palace and Turtle Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, Eastern Palace is quick enough to get through, but Turtle Rock, on the other hand, that's still a lengthy one, even if you're go-moding it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Silver's was at the Grove, at the dig spot. Man, hopefully we can get Maniacal and Solski in here. Yeah, honestly, it wouldn't be too bad for like Team Gigar Gang to do its silverless since they have gold swords, so it's only like what 10 sword spins.
I think so.
Now, silverless with just Master Sword on the other hand, that is a pain.
That is a long and tedious fight. That's more spins than I can count.
Wow, Solski only picking up 157 items.
Yeah, Maniacal did most of the heavy lifting, I think.
Wow, Solski's in chat.
Hey, there's Solski. And
I see Solski's there, and here's Maniacal.
good game, guys.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going.
238, that's a pretty good time. Well, 238, 239 for the both of you. That's pretty speedy.
Yeah, it's our best time in the tournament so far, but we keep getting bodied by these seeds or doing dumb things, so you know. It's not the time I really want to see, but you know, it got it done today, so take it.
Yeah, it definitely hurt when Solski died in Lower Norfair, but Sloaters took a bad death too, because he didn't just die Lower Norfair, he died before he fought Ridley.
What, Sloaters? No, he died in Meridia after he finished Ridley and after he got all the items.
Oh no, that is a rough one.
That really set him back.
Yeah, I mean, we had that to kind of balance out, and I did a really dumb thing, and like I abandoned some locations and like routed badly a couple times, and we forgot where Solski got the Quake medallion.
Really?
And,
I forgot where it is at too.
Yeah, so if things were weird for a while, it was because we were like, oh god, where was Quake?
Also,
go ahead. I was just gonna say, if you guys wanted to know, Ice Beam was in Hera Basement.
Damn it! That was
I gave the order to skip that one.
Because Sloaters is the only one out of all the racers here that has Ice Beam.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was supposed to do Hera Basement before I went and did Spiral Cave to get my Tempered Sword, I guess.
No gold
and
sword.
Unfortunately, I just walked right out the door and didn't do Hera Basement because I'm a big doofus. And then by the time it was appropriate for me to go back up and patch that in and do Spike Cave, Solski had already found the bow over in Super Bunny, and so I just had to chase at that point.
That's what it worked out for you guys anyway.
Well, it was good because, like, I was considering going back to get Hookshot because I was like, geez, I want to do Hookshot Cave and Dark World Death Mountain all in one loop with TR, and I was just like, you know what? I need to check to see what the medallion is, because at that point we forgot where Quake was. And sure enough, we just ran into a free bow. So it actually got us a quicker go mode, and if we just both were in Norfair at the same time, it would have been a little slower. We would have gotten to it anyways, but...
Now, Elminster pointing out in chat that Sloaters had to go back 3 times to go get Hookshot, Because after he died, well, no, twice, my bad. After he died and went to go fight Ridley, he did not pick it up.
That's unfortunate.
So, and then he left, came back, and routed it in when he got his Titan's mitts.
So were they ahead at that point, then?
No, you guys. It was a toss-up because antinomy. I'm butchering
antinomy.
Was ahead a little bit, and then you guys took it back when you guys found Space Jump.
That was pretty early, because Space Jump was Billy Mays, if I remember right.
We'll see. Antinomy made the play to go to Rex Ship instead of going down to Blue Brimstar like you did. So it was a toss-up. He had everything in Rex Ship, and the only thing you had... Okay, I was wrong. I'm thinking of something else. But
yeah, I mean, Brinstar was pretty dead, and so was Upper Norfair. So it was nice that Solski and I had split those completely dead map regions. And I was able to just send him in to get Wave and Powder and Blue Mail, and then get Screw Attack and Space Jump.
Now, I'll say this much. When Solski took his... what was it, like that... Did you die to Ridley?
I did, yes. I had the worst luck at Ridley I've ever had.
Yeah, I did. Like, I was rooting for you there because you were on 1 HP, and I was like hoping that you would just like get that clutch, but sadly that wasn't the case. So you died, and that set you guys back a bit. But then, you know, Sloaters, he got done with Ridley, then he went to Meridia and died, and that really set him back.
Yeah, that's a rough death to take.
Yeah. I just think I had bad luck in that Ridley fight too, compared to the second fight where he just kind of floated there for 17 super hits. If it was possible, I was actually more on tilt after the second fight, just because of how free it was compared to the first one. But
now, who made the decision to go check Digging Game version 2?
I was in charge of doing Meridia because I was first to Gravity, and Solski had found Varia, so that let us split very well. And I was able to full clear Meridia because I had Speed Booster, Gravity Suit, and Space Jump, and Screw Attack, and Grappling Beam. I had everything you could reasonably want, except for maybe like High Jump Boots for Meridia.
Oh, that was on the Shroom.
Yeah, I know, I got them. But
yeah.
I just didn't have them when I was doing Meridia. But it was very easy for us to diversify our efforts, and it was reasonable for me to do the full sweep of every single location in Meridia, which turned out was all garbage.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I mean, there was a mail upgrade and X-ray, I think, is what we got out of Meridia, all said and done.
So that was also a good trade-off for us because Upper Norfair and Croc area was also nothing, other than obviously Quake. At that point where it's like, oh, Upper Norfair was nothing, and then I forgot I had Quake.
Yeah, and so after doing those dead regions and me doing Pendant Hera, like Solski's deaths actually, you know, let me catch up to him pretty well, and we ended up very, very even through the back end and didn't have to put him like on point trying to find everything for me to catch up, which was kind of nice.
Out of all the items, which one did you just like you couldn't believe it was right there?
I mean, I was pretty upset to get the PRNG Morph Ball hanging out on Hylia Island again.
Yeah, because like that's the second time we've seen that, because on the hard mode community race, that Morph Ball was on island. Yeah,
and I mean, it's gonna happen sometime, probably around 1% of the time, so like, you know, it comes up, but like, I wasn't pleased to see it there, but at the same time, I think that Sloaters and Sephi are pretty advantaged in Super Metroid, despite the fact that Sloaters had some hardships with Meridia and Ridley. But just having to do more A Link to the Past
Oh
early.
no! I hate to interrupt real quick, but antinomy forgot he has not done Kraid. So he went to the gold. He went to the gold statue, and the cutscene started going.
Oh, I pulled the sloaters.
Yeah, those guys are good at the boss skips.
I'm sorry for interrupting you, Maniacal. I just had to point that out real quick. I was shocked to see, like, a lot of people in chat thought Flippers was gonna be on Graveyard Ledge, not King's Tomb. That was a shocker. You know, everybody thought it was gonna be, hey, you find the mirror, then Graveyard Ledge. It's gonna be there, but the Flippers happened to be in King's Tomb.
Yeah, I mean, we were ready to go get the Morph Ball anyway, but it was nice that we were able to put it in sequence very easily, because we were trying to be pretty thorough before we decided to sequence break the Morph Ball.
Yeah, because I remember someone saying that if you want to do fake flippers to get to that island, you'd have to like start all the way from Skull Woods.
Well, it's not fake flippers. You set up a water walk in Skull Woods, then you go over to where you would hop in to break East Death or East Dark World, but instead you just take the portal and you run over and you mirror. And so it's really not that bad. Those stupid flying cupcakes that love me can really pretty badly in that sequence.
Yeah, I noticed one was like getting kind of close to killing you while you were trying to get the Morph Ball.
Yeah, they really, really like me. And so I was a little worried about having to make that play, so I was kind of happy to find flippers and put everything back in sequence. But we were ready to, you know, finish the sweep of convenient things and then say, well, you know, we'll know what we still have that could be in sequence and then just go break Morph Ball and get into Super Metroid, because we wanted to get into Super Metroid first if possible, because we felt like we were... I thought we did pretty well early in terms of getting the Moon Pearl on the ledge and just sweeping out the early routing worked out very cleanly for us this seed.
Now, Solski, you a couple of your bosses, you were just like one heart left. After that Ridley fight, every boss in Link to the Past, you either had 1 to 2 hearts left for the rest of the, you know, when you went against any of the bosses.
Yeah. Just shameful execution today, honestly. I just didn't have it in me today at all. Yeah, it just wasn't a good night for me, honestly, overall.
Yeah, but at the very least, you got the clutch. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
I felt pretty bad about my execution today, too. I took a lot of things pretty lazy and wasn't very happy with my play, but you know, those nights are going to happen, and it kind of sucked that we were both like mopey assholes in chat with each other for 2 hours. But, yeah.
Would you guys like to know where the Bombos was?
I found it in First Chest Ice Palace.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see you find it. I noticed it when Sloaters picked it up.
I like, oops, I'm in go moded the first chest. And
that explains why I never found out where Bombos was.
Yeah.
I never called it. Whoops.
I did say...
Oh, yeah, you were asking. That's why you're asking. What was economical, Bombos or Fire Eye? I just figured you found it somewhere else. So
yeah, like, and when I grabbed it, I said, oops, got Bombos.
I totally wasn't paying attention, because we're already in go at that point.
Exactly. We were
just... It goes on Trinex.
Honestly, like, until you get, like, half magic, Bombos is pretty economical in terms of mana use.
On Cold Stare.
Yeah, but I'd already been to Turtle Rock at that point, because I wanted to go get my bow. Since I knew I would need to come back down from Death Mountain anyway, I wanted to get that bow and go get that half magic from the roller switch room, and so that just made the A Link to the Past loadout the most egregious thing ever. I had red mail, gold sword, silvers, half magic, just didn't matter. Probably had like 17 hearts.
Flute was never found, by the way.
No, I thought someone did find where Flute was.
Oh, I was curious.
Link Force, did someone find Flute? He would know. He's like the god of tracking.
Like I know someone saw Flute, but like nobody picked it up or maybe not.
Link Force did not. So.
Probably in GT, I would say at that point.
Yeah.
Not that it was really needed for this run, since like...
Did we see Smith sequence from anyone?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
No Smith sequence, no purple chests.
No hammer pegs.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone ever got back over to powder the magic bat.
I would have been
Oh
surprised.
yeah, magic bat was missiles.
Okay. Yeah, that was one that could have been reasonable, because that powder showed up pretty early. I had all the damn fetch quests. I was pretty upset. I got all the fetch quest items in Super Metroid. So I was like, go back to A Link to the Past, check all the fetch quests.
You don't have a choice though at that point, because you have them all, and it's like, well, if there are any of them, then I'm gonna have to start grabbing them.
Oh,
and
yeah,
he actually
for sure.
coaxed me into grabbing shovel. I really didn't want to grab it, so I want to skip Attic.
I was like, you're going to Attic anyway. Go right side, just eat the worker robot room, grab your shovel, and he's like, fine. I also made him do the climb supers check for that green rupee. And
Yeah, I noticed.
I am putting my foot down. That's never happening again. I don't care
Yeah.
if it costs race one time.
Yeah, if I have to do it, I guess it'll be on me.
Well, to me, it was a good thing you did pick up the shovel, because, you know, silvers were in the dig spot in the grove.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Sloaters and antinomy did not pick up. Oh, antinomy has ice beam too. He did. He picked it up in Hera basement. I just now noticed that his beam is different.
That's
I'm enjoying
pretty
Metroid
interesting.
runs right now.
But they don't have silvers. You guys had silvers, but they have ice beam.
Yeah,
And they
but
both
I'm
have
just
high jump.
knowing that Ice Beam's in Hera basement. I don't think Ice Beam saves enough time to justify going to get it.
Yeah, that coffee break.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you need to stretch your legs or something, then I can get behind it.
There we go. Sloaters, please. got
Oh,
Is he trying to line them up?
Yeah, he's figuring it out. I think he's trying to pair them both up. Okay, I see what he's doing.
oh man, I'm not
But
watching.
he's in a bad
but-
spot because he's just gonna get BMOs again and again.
Oh, is he
Yeah,
gauntleting?
Yeah, Sloaters have had pretty awful luck in Link to the Past. Like, he's died countless times. I feel sorry for the poor guy. I really do, because he's had the worst luck in Link to the Past, and in Super Metroid, you know, he has 39 energy and he lives through going to Ridley. I mean,
Yeah, Sloaters is very, very good at Super Metroid.
but he's just had horrible Link to the Past luck.
He's gotten a lot better at A Link to the Past, to be honest. But yeah, sometimes A Link to the Past just screws you.
Isn't Oats and Goats similar in that he's really good at Super Metroid, but is terrible at Link to the Past? Or is
Repeat?
that, or it's like, isn't it the same with Oats and Goats in that he's really good at Super Metroid, but is terrible at A Link to the Past?
I'd say he's a little more polarized in that metric than Sloaters, for sure. But there are definitely skill disparities between the two games among players who were in the tournament or who are in the tournament. Like, I think that I'm fairly balanced in that I'm kind of like mediocre at both, but I'm definitely more comfortable in Super Metroid than I am in A Link to the Past.
Yeah, for me it's the opposite. I'm more comfortable in Link to the Past than Super Metroid, but then again, I'm playing Super Metroid with a controller stick and not a D-pad.
I found out today I need to get a different controller than what I'm using. I tried to trial with a new controller. Yeah, that doesn't work. But anyway, antinomy on Mother Brain. Is there any item that you would that really was like a wild goose chase item for you guys?
I mean, we were down to really just needing like hookshot, bow, mitts, and they all kind of showed up roughly in sequence. I guess the one that we were most kind of, I wonder where it's going to turn up about, was the flippers, because that was so early, but we knew that it was going to be needed because it was going to gate the morph ball logically.
Yeah.
And so that was probably the one that we are most like, where is it? Other than Quake. Quake, of course. Quake, definitely.
Yeah. Well, someone forgot where Quake was.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Solski said he told me where Quake was, and I think he did. I think he was talking about Norfair Reserve, and at the point that he was doing that, I was doing
Wreck ship.
Something. Yeah, I don't know if it was wrecked ship or if it was Meridia at that point, but I missed on that one, so it's on me. And then we're like, let's hope it's not Quake. Oh, it's Quake. Rip.
At the very least, I could say at least it wasn't Bombos.
Yeah, we were hoping it wasn't going to be Bombos on turn. You guys would have to go find it. Even though we found it in Ice Palace, but you'd have to go digging through dungeon after dungeon trying to find Bombos.
It probably wouldn't have been that bad, honestly, because at that position we would have had Lower Norfair covered, and then Maniacal already did was it Meridia? So really, our next.
I'd already done Hera. Yeah, we'd full cleared Super Metroid at that point. Yeah. So it would have been a very quick Bombos find in going into Ice Palace, because we'd already cleared basically everything else. It was Ice Palace and Swamp were basically all that was left, and so it would have not been that big of an issue. But if we don't know where Bombos is and assume it's like out in the ether somewhere, then yeah, that could have turned out to be inconvenient. But practically, it would have been fine.
All in all, that was just very fun race to see from you guys, and Team Giga Game putting up a good show too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, those guys are scary. I mean, Sloaters and Sephi are both really, really good at Super Metroid, and so, like, if the seed broke in that direction, they could have gotten way, way ahead just off of some really inconvenient execution. But because it's normal mode and not hard mode, it kind of skewed against their favor.
Yeah, since like it
can't force you into some nastier Super Metroid situations, or at least as often.
That is true.
Hopefully one of these days when we generate a hard mode seed, it's not just going to have all the progressive items at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten to play a couple actual hard mode seeds, and they've all been a blast. I really, really have been enjoying them.
I've noticed that a lot of the hard mode seeds go quicker than normal seeds, especially the one that Solski ran last night. That seed just dragged on forever.
Yeah, he started off by talking to me about how much he loved that seed.
He did. He told me in chat yesterday.
It was a great seed, guys. Like, those are really rare like that, though. Rare situations.
It held your hand all the way through. Like, go here. Go here. Hey, I'm over here. Come find me. That's basic. It just dragged on.
You could have, though. Like I told Maniacal, you could have broken path and gone to Metroid earlier and got your morph. Either by sequence breaking it with speed or going to Norfair earlier once you found Varia, but I mean, it just, how it routed and how it worked out was just kind of cool, I felt.
Yeah, it was a good seed last night, but I've noticed that hard mode logic seeds tend to go faster, and I don't know why.
I just think that it's a little richer, the logic, because even if you don't have to do some of the stuff, just needing to think about the fact that you might need to changes how you evaluate the relative choices you could make. And because you know in normal that you'll never need to make the upper Norfair play, for instance, without Varia, even if it's the most item-dense thing and the most likely thing to contain progression, you're kind of biased against doing it because you know it'll break around some item. And so I think that normal actually incentivizes you making less efficient plays. So it makes sense that they take, on average, a little bit longer at times.
Yeah.
Like this seed, for example.
Hold on, I want to make a Sloaters is out of magic, and he does not have a green or blue potion, and he's on the Ganon fight. Oh wait,
No.
he has a blue potion. Never mind. He lied to me. He didn't go through all his bottles. Sorry, my bad. Continue, Solski. I didn't mean to interrupt. It's like I was going through he was going through his bottles and I didn't see it there, so I was assuming. So I'm not gonna do that again.
No, it's all good. I kind of lost my train of thought anyways. It's all good.
Yeah, it happens.
I gotta say, I did find it funny that Speed Booster was right outside of Wreck Ship. It's akin to just
that
like...
was annoying.
That sucked. That was the worst.
That was the best part. Was Maniacal was like, "Oh, I'm finding space," and I was just about to commit to Spring Ball Norfair, and he's like, "I found space." I'm like, "I guess I'm gonna go get that," and then he finds speed. I'm like, "I'm not getting that."
Okay, what do you? It's just like Boots being outside of Desert Palace. That's basically the equivalent right there.
That was annoying, and actually that was really fortunate for us because I couldn't full clear desert because I had to buy bomb and then go back.
Yeah, that was the bad part, because it's like we knew where Boots was, but you didn't have bombs for it, so...
Right, and Maniacal actually forgot about the second item in desert by accident, and it was like, ooh. That's why I went back and did it once I got to GT.
I didn't forget so much as I was so blinders about the Moon Pearl play, and you had been the first into desert, and you had done the key break and looked behind the key to see what was there, that it just didn't even register to me that we didn't get both the items until after I'd grabbed the Moon Pearl and then headed for Dark World. But
it was just...
That's how early in these seeds go, is you diversify and you tend to find so much so fast that you're constantly reevaluating where you can go, what you can do, and what the highest value play is.
Yeah, because that's what we were worried about. Is like, well, Sephi and Sloaters could have checked like Desert Lamo pretty early because they had full access to it. Like one of them might have done it, so it was a little scary for a bit.
What I thought was funny was that both you, Solski, and Sloaters both went into pod, and Antinomy and Maniacal checked the other locations, and you both had Varia suit and the other two didn't. So for a while there, the top half of our screens were, hey, no Varia suit, bottom half Varia, then top half Gravity, bottom half Varia. You know, it was split pretty evenly between like the early routing of all you guys.
Yeah, they're more or less following in the same paths you two were.
Yeah, it was pretty convenient, honestly. Just the way like I said, the way it broke really let us divide labor very well, and it wouldn't have worked nearly as well if Solski had gotten to pod and then gone to wrecked ship from there. But it just didn't make sense to send someone into pod to go do wrecked ship rather than doing Norfair. So I imagine that they sent Sloaters into Upper Norfair, and he found all the garbage there while Sephi was doing wrecked ship.
No, Sloaters was in Link to the Past for a good bit of time. Why Steffi was in wrecked ship, I think, if I remember correctly. But I've commentated like so many races, I'm trying to remember so I don't mix up facts and informations.
They just all blend together at some point.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a break from this whole commentating thing because I really hate getting facts wrong.
Yeah, back-to-back races will do that, or even a bunch in a quick succession. So that definitely is a thing.
I've been basically lost out of tournaments because of that. Like I just do too many races in a day, and it's like information blends together.
Thankfully, that's worked the case for me because I am crap at remembering things.
I have a memory like a steel trap. If I think too hard, it'll break my neck.
Unfortunately, Solski and I did not have great memories today, and also did not have great note-taking skills. So sometime late in the race, Solski goes, man, he was like apologizing over the Quake thing or something, and it was totally my fault, the Quake screw up. And he goes, I think I only have 3 items written down. And I looked down at my paper, and it's just completely blank, and I didn't say anything. I wrote 0 things down this entire race. I was just straight lazy mode.
I will say this much: I've played enough of both Super Metroid and The Link to the Past that I can remember all the item locations without needing to write it down. Granted, actually remembering if I've gone to that place later in the run, that's a different story.
Yeah, I mean, it's not so much tracking the locations as it is keeping track of all of the information and pathing for something like a 2v2 co-op where it's just a completely different skill set. And so it's taken me a little bit of work to get used to it, and I still definitely have failures. So I should have been taking better notes in this race, and I wasn't. And I think that that's part of why we probably lost about 2 minutes on each side to the Quake medallion thing. Just all said and done.
Yo, shoutouts to Sloaters nailing the sub-skip with speed.
That is not an easy stutter 3-tap. So
Seppi went for it too. He almost had it. He just didn't get the shine off.
Okay, I have a question about the Zeb skip in that regard. I know you have to freeze the little projectile under the tank. Do you just like do a damage a damage boost past it?
Yeah. So you can either do a D-back, or you can just take damage and do a couple of spin jumps, or even just regular jumps just above, like where that metal part, I guess, ends and where the Zeb begins, and then you can clip through.
Yeah, so the way it works is that if you freeze the Rinka in the position where it spawns, its X coordinate just happens to be so that if you do a spin jump and land on it, it'll pull you 1 pixel to the left into the hitbox of the Zebetite. And if you have iframes during this, the Zebetite won't push you back out. And so if you're able to get more than halfway through the Zeb with iframes, it'll just continue to push you through the other side if it detects any sort of collision, or you can just pass through. And so you can do that either, like Solski said, off of a down back or off of a spin jump, and then just jumping through. But the speed Zeb skip works in an entirely different mechanism and doesn't involve using ice at all. And so that you just do an up angle shine spark from the floor, like in the acid underneath the Zeb. And then if you just jump after, for whatever reason, the shine spark puts you into the Zebetite. I don't fully understand why it works the way it does, but you can just jump and hold down and left and
literally
jump through.
Voodoo magic.
It's voodoo, absolutely.
I'm looking at the tournament thing of all this, and I think your next match is against the big key hunters, if I'm understanding the
It is. I'm pretty excited about it.
I do not know who was on that team, actually.
That's Maximum Barnage and Supernin Taylor.
Ah. Maximum Barnage was in chat earlier, watching the race.
Yeah, he's a good real-life friend of mine, so I'll be happy to get to race against him. It'll be fun.
I think I've commentated a race with you two playing one of the weeklies. I can't remember, though. And then
probably happened at some point.
It probably has. And I don't know if that is up or when that match is going to take place, but nope.
Yeah, we don't know either. We'll have to schedule it, but
that's going to be an interesting match.
That'll be a really fun match, honestly. I think that's going to be a good one. And interesting point, they're actually paired against one another next in the 1v1 tournament that's going on, so that'll be a fun match to watch too. They both made the top 4 of the 1v1.
Is that just for the Link to the Past randomizer?
No, it's the crossover randomizer.
Oh, I didn't know there was a 1v1 tournament too.
Yeah, it's V10 hard mode instead of V10 normal.
Ah.
But it's really, really fun, and unfortunately I got knocked out of that one, but
there we go.
They both top 4'd, so that'll be a fun race to watch.
Oh, you monster sloaters! Come on, save the animals!
With the first try. What is it? Behemoth Spark?
Well, sloaters got done with the time of 3 hours, 16 minutes, and 10 seconds.
Yeah.
You all 4 killed the animals.
Good.
How dare you?
Monsters.
Good.
Well, Maniacal did not kill the S word that I'm not gonna say because Solski doesn't like it, out of respect for Solski.
Yeah, I mean, I checked and reset, but Solski knows how that one would have went down if it was something good.
Oh yeah, he probably would have killed it about 3 or 4 times, 5 maybe, killing a lot of your guys' time just to kill that thing.
Let's just say I have very strong opinions against said beast, I guess you can call it. To the point where I've actually subbed to people for killing him on stream, so...
Wow. I didn't know your hate ran that deep.
It's pretty deep.
Yeah, I think I didn't even tell him I was checking it in the voice chat. I told him I was checking plasma, and I told him that Meridian was clear and that everything was bad. And he was just like, "Oh, you did everything. Okay."
Which, I mean, it worked out well for him since he didn't do Dragon just yet, so it was just a matter of going to go to the back entrance into Meridia, kill Dragon, and get right back out.
Yeah, and that's a good, like, 6-minute time save.
I do like how the seed, especially in co-op, single player, it's not as fluid, but I like in co-op that says, hey, these items are here, but you don't need to go here to get this item because it's not important because I've already checked it. And it allows the other person to fluidly catch up to you, or, you know.
It also really changes how you route certain rooms and, like, what your muscle memory is. And sometimes it's hard to remember exactly where everything is. Like, for instance, Ganon's Tower big key. I got an extra small key and the map in that room, just because I did the room normally until I found the big key, rather than remembering which location the big key was in. And so it's a bunch of, like, little micro routing stuff like that, or muscle memory taking over and you doing a room the way that you would to check all the items versus just getting the one that you want.
I cannot remember.
Those are a big skill.
You were in Ganon's Tower first, correct?
I was not. Solski was probably in Ganon's Tower first,
was
unless Sloaters or Sephi was there first.
Now, Solski, did you tell him exactly which chest it was in, or did you just tell him the room? I was just curious about
just
that.
the room, because I knew there was going to be small keys, so I wanted him to check all the chests.
I was just curious, because Elminster posed a good point in chat, that
good, huh?
Yeah, posed the question. He just probably said the room just so he'd check everything if it was anything worth.
Yeah, it was E-Tank, map, redundant small key I didn't need, plus big key. So, like, E-Tank was worth. Bottom left and then bottom right was big key. But at the same time, Solski had enough things to worry about that he wasn't tracking the key count so closely. Or he did say you can skip torch key because he knew he had an extra. But I grabbed torch key and then
down to that muscle memory thing.
Because, I mean, at the same time, you check your key count when you get the big key, but maybe don't remember exactly where they all popped up.
Did find it funny that I think either you or Solski that had just like 6 keys at one point in Ganon's Tower. Oh, Solski, yeah.
Yeah, he had 6 and then 5, so it was going into Moldorm. Will Sloaters and Seth join us in this room, or will they?
I mean, possibly, but then again, it is pretty late.
Yeah, that is.
We'll give them like a few minutes.
But great race, guys, and chat. Remember to follow all these runners. They put on a terrific show for us, and all that good stuff. You can follow Pansnick as well. You don't have to follow me. I just enjoy talking.
And to say nothing of our trackers.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Link Force and Sinus. My bad. Yeah, our trackers. Wonderful job. If I forget our trackers, Link Force might stab me.
Oh, it looks like they might be coming in. I tried to reach out to them in the SRL channel, and I think we might be being graced by
Nope. Oh wait.
Sephi and Sloaters.
Might be.
I got my fingers crossed. I've been sticking around because I wanted to chat with them.
Ah, there's one. There's two. Good game, guys.
Good game.
Yeah, GG Sloaters, GG Sephi.
GG, yeah, good game, Maniacal and Solski. Shout out to my partner Sloaters for life.
Sloaters, I gotta say, I feel terrible that you had that death in Meridia and it sent you that far back.
I know, that was... The worst part is I was like trying to super the crab so I wouldn't get hit. And then I ended up shooting him and he fell down and then I hit him twice and it was a mess. But thankfully I didn't lose like a ton of progress, but yeah, it still kind of sucked.
When you were going back to Ridley, did you remember... Do you think you still had the hook shot when you were going back down to kill Ridley the second time after you spawned back in?
No, so what happened was... I knew it was there, obviously, and on the way in, I was like, oh, I'll get this on the way back, because I'm kind of low on health, so I don't want to, like, take another hit here. And then when I was coming out, I was just, like, went on autopilot and tried doing, like, any percent strats, and I just totally forgot about it. And then when I, like, just left Norfair, I was like, oh, shoot, like, I didn't pick up hook shot. And I had to go back there anyways to get the mitts, but, yeah, that kind of sucked, too, but... You know, what can you do?
Yeah, there was just bad stuff going on left and right in this one, it seems like.
I will say this much, your execution there in Turian was very nice to see.
Yeah, thanks. It was nice having all those items for that. It's always fun with like that full hundo gear or whatever.
So I need to know. I imagine I know the answer, and I believe it's yes. But did you blue bomber?
Oh, of course.
Okay, I'd hoped so.
Yep, that's
you
the
need to
slowest
respect the
tradition.
spring ball.
Yep.
I'm sorry, blue bomber?
It's the trick at the end where they, instead of sparking...
Oh yeah, I saw that, where you you did the jump with like the speed ball in shine in speed boosting, so that you could just jump up there rather than shine sparking.
Yeah, that's blue bomber. That's
it saves very little time, and if you miss it, it wastes a lot of time. But I love that strat. Anything with spring ball is a really cool strat that I try to do in all my runs.
And Steffi, what made you decide to go to Wreck Ship? I'm just curious.
What was I thinking again? I honestly, I'm trying to remember.
Like you wall jumped all the way around that mountain. You didn't even bother going down and getting space jump, because Maniacal and Solski both had space jump when they went to Wreck Ship. You just said, nope, I'm gonna wall jump up this hill and then go around into Wreck Ship. I was just curious.
Yeah.
It was because
I guess it was.
I got Varia, right? So I was like, oh, I'll go down, like you go up and do all the stuff up there. I think that's kind of how that happened.
Yeah, that might have been it, because I didn't. Yeah, because I wanted to clear everything out in Brinstar, but I felt like, oh wait, I still haven't picked up Varia, so if I'm gonna, because normally if I were running a regular route and I had Varia, I would do like everything just traditional Super Metroid randomizer, and I would just go clear up Brinstar, go down, check X-ray on the way down, check Spazer, check Crate and everything, which I ended up forgetting anyway. But either way, I think whatever was over at Blue Brinstar might have been one of the last things that I checked anyway, just because I always end up pulling that one. I pretty much end up gambling, you know, by going down to Blue Brinstar first before going into A Link to the Past.
Yeah.
That's pretty much me.
Which, I mean, with these kind of co-op races, it's always good that, like, one partner does that early check with Blue Brinstar, because there's always that chance it could have something like Morph Ball or Navarius Suit or something down there first.
Yeah, it's happened before where, like, I think there was a sword in one of the seeds that I did. It was a race that I ended up doing, and the sword, I think the only sword that was accessible was right down there, and so I made a good call to do that. It's risky, but I mean, that's just kind of like my play, so I might as well just stick with it.
Yeah, there's a lot of reward for being thorough and just making sure you don't miss anything at the very beginning of these seeds, because you do have 2 people to split up all the stuff, and you're usually going to find kind of disparate items. But just making sure you really do a good job at the beginning of the seed and just checking those items can really pay off big in this format. So it's a pretty conventional play, and it's pretty high value, honestly.
Well, that being said, any final thoughts from all of you here?
I love you all. I love you all. That's what I want to say. That's what it is.
Yeah. GG to Sephi and Sloaters.
GG to Maniacal and Solski. Follow them, obviously. Follow Sloaters too.
Looking forward to the matchup with Barnage and Superman Taylor coming up.
Yeah,
I got one question for the other team, real quick.
Fighting for Barnage's love, by the way.
Oh,
I thought of one question. What item did you find it's like, oh, I can't believe it was there?
It better not. No. I'm done with.
Well, there's 2. First, there's Morph Ball, of course. That was like crazy. First thing, pretty much. But
I always have to ask that question because it's always just one item in one location. It's like, oh, come on, really?
Yeah, well, that one's Spazer for 500, and that's the worst thing ever in my life, so screw that.
Every single race we've had in this tournament, Sephi has like ended up accidentally picking up Spacer because it was in like a Zelda chest or something, or like there was one time at Rex Ship where he was getting the missiles like up high outside the attic, and he just kind of went for it blindly, and it was Spacer. And like getting it at Zora this time was like the best one, just because he
like
just spent
forced upon me. Yeah, like I can't dodge it at all. Like it's not in one of those locations where you could just kind of check. It's like, oh, Spazer better stay away. No, it's always all up in my face and shoved down my throat, and it's disgusting. It's like acid for spitting it out. That's what it is.
It's like this tournament was like forcing Spazer on you or something.
I hate Spazer.
I like Spazer.
Spazer can shut up forever.
I'm a Spazer fan.
It literally dropped on Maniacal. He had no choice to dodge it. I actually grabbed it like a Batman because of my death at Ridley. I was so mad.
Solski was like,
Spazer now.
Solski was like, dude, I'm gonna double down on this tilt machine I'm on, and I'm going to go all the way out of the way to Zora and pay this clown 500 rupees for this Spazer. And I'm just thinking, what the hell are you doing?
I've never been so mad going to Zora before, dude. I swear.
See, it's the worst thing ever. That's why Spazer sucks, and everyone should skip it. Yeah. And it's the worst.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah.
And then it like probably 30 seconds after that, I'm like, oh, Plasma's right here on Lower Norfair exit. You could grab that before Ridley.
Oh my god, dude! Don't even.
We were just so upset. Everything was distraught in our voice chat. It was.
Well, I could say this much: at least Gravity Suit wasn't on Trinex.
Yeah. That wasn't bad. I mean, everything seemed like it was. I don't know. For me, it felt not too trolly because it was a pretty fast seed. It was just. I think it was.
The start was hard for at least me, just because I'm not super comfortable with like the Zelda part of it. So having like not very many hearts and like not any males or anything, like I had a bit of trouble kind of getting started there, but it sort of picked up, and then once we found more hearts and males, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it started out very low percent in Zelda with like fighter sword and 5 hearts in the Dark World, because
it
pretty much had to, because of where the Morph Ball was. It had to give you everything you needed to kind of go over and get that, because 100 items or 60 some items are just behind the Morph Ball, completely inaccessible no matter what. And so I was a little worried about that, honestly. I thought that that was kind of a rough break.
Yeah, it's just how it goes. But yeah, congratulations to you guys. Hope honestly to both teams, because we ended up, as I was telling Sloaters, that we lost to you and we lost to, of course, Taylor and Barnage. You know, so it's pretty much you two get to square off. And
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys faced against the big
hunters, yeah,
on your first round. So
yep. So we were already at a disadvantage. We got sandwiched with.
I think both of those matches we were like, yeah, there's no way we're gonna win this.
I still feel like we did pretty good against them. Obviously, they're like way more seasoned, but it's gonna be hype. I really look forward to seeing that race. It's nothing but like top tier right now.
So, Sephi, you want to commentate that one?
When do they have? When do you want to?
It's not scheduled yet, but.
Oh, because I mean, last week you guys were like, "Oh, you guys want to race right now, like right now?" And
oh,
just kidding.
I totally didn't want to race right now.
If you happen to like be able to do it, like Tuesdays or Wednesdays, I'd be down to commentate.
Noted. But I think I'm gonna hop out. I'll say GG one more time. I'll let you guys, share closing thoughts on the tournament. But was really glad to get to play against both of you guys, because you guys are just awesome dudes, and that's how this whole tournament's been. It's been a lot of fun to play against every team.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Honor and privilege was definitely on our half. So
yeah, GG guys.
GG.
I'm out too. Have a good night.
All right. Well, that being said, let's wrap up, Pansnick.
Yeah, I think this was a pretty good race. So, thank you all for sticking around for this long, and hope you all have a good night.
Yep. Don't forget to follow each and every one of these runners that is putting on a great show for the co-op tournament. Follow all the Speed Gaming channels. Don't forget to follow our trackers, the commentators, the racers, and all that.
And as the Speed Gaming bot has shown in the chat there is a Shovel Knight low percent tournament going on right now on the main Speed Gaming channel if you all want to keep watching into the late hours of the night.
Yeah. So, thank you all for watching. I'm probably going to take a break from commentating. My brain's getting warped out from all this logic, so I got to take a break from it. All this commentating. But it's been great doing this. I'm not going to deny it.
Yeah, it's definitely fun doing commentary for this.
It is. So, let's see, that's right. Well, good night and
good night and have fun.
Yep.